there's no such thing as concerts or festivals or anything that's got to do with evenements or culture. Nothing. There's no place. There's no music. There's everything is dead at the moment. We're not allowed to perform. We are not allowed to rehearse unless we are professional musicians. Then you need to get registered and blah blah blah, and then also the distance and the mouth masks and everything. So at the moment we are in for our sector, for the culture sector, we are in a complete lockdown. And today there was actually the government came together again to see if they could loosen things, but they decided not to yet. So they will get back together next week, Friday, and see what they can do. But it's pretty funny because every time they come together to see if they can loosen something, a couple of days before that, the figures of COVID-19 go up again. So, well, we are all a bit frustrated actually. I'm sure you noticed the green banner I put on Facebook, and lots of musicians down here. It was sort of the hope of being able to perform again in a short while. And there was hope for today, maybe also that they would allow certain things again, but they didn't.
Where is the condition right now of Belgium? In Belgium, where are your statistics and all that?
Well, they're actually mostly talking now about people getting admitted to hospital for COVID, and we were on 150 or something a day, which obviously, if you look at the USA, it's a very small figure, but we are a small country. We only have 11 million people. Yes. So we were on 150 a day, and the last 2 days it went up to 200. So they said if it goes up, we cannot become easier on events and everything. Our restaurants and our pubs are still closed also. The only thing which is open is obviously the industries where people work, and then also the hair saloons. And I think from the 1st of March also the tattoo artists and the beauty parlors are also allowed to open up again. But for the rest,
it's very interesting. It's extremely interesting because there's a lot of I understand there is very interesting how some things are available to work to restart activities, and some others not. And some of us, sometimes I kind of try to give an explanation to friends that are so frustrated when some friends said, why I cannot play in a restaurant, a bar, and they're not open, blah blah blah, when people can go to the supermarket and we are there so close to each other. And I said to him, look, the problem with bars is that people start talking too much in their face, and that's the problem. That's how I got my COVID, and that's why we think we got it. I heard salon that is in direct touch with the person, and this, I mean, you're just so close to their face, you can perform, like a haircut and all that, and a bar can't. So that's what kind of it worries me. Where are we as a society? Because we care so much about probably our hair and our nails and our Would you be okay even if you don't make much money, or probably not, but every now and then play in front of a very scattered audience? Would you be happy to do that? I'm just curious.
I haven't done it up to now, but well, we would be happy with anything, at the moment, because we can't do anything. So, but I think it would make a big difference, because if you play in front of an audience, and if you play rock music or metal like we do, or a mixture of whatever, if then you get interaction with the crowd, and that's what gives the energy of a concert or a gig happening. It's the energy between the band and between the people in front of you. And I think that would be awkward, because if they are all sitting on tables and they're not allowed to stand up or even throw up the horns or dance or whatever they want to do, it's going to be pretty awkward, because I think as a musician also, it's you're missing the energy of the audience.
Yeah, it will be. I imagine after your songs, the kind of music you play, they're cool. We just listen one and erased, and then the other one, and then the people like, hey, it will be kind of weird, right? It will be like, oh my God. But
Exactly, that they will never book Ten Rogue into a piano bar, where you sit and drink and eat lunch or something like that, and you've got this music on the background, and that's what it's gonna feel like, I think.
Yes. So you, as a band, have you practiced anything together?
We have not been practicing, but what we have been doing is we wrote 5 new songs, which we are recording at the moment.
Super.
And so that's how we spend our time now. It's if we can't play live, then we'll do the recording stuff. So
Perfect.
we do.
Let me recap a little bit for this video recording that we're doing. Who's Ten Rogue and where were you at? Because we've been playing Ten Rogue and rock radio and more for like 6 years or 5 years or 6 years. We just started with you. Actually, we had when we started 6 years ago this month. You were one of the first bands that were aired in our radio. And can you tell us very quick, who's Ten Rogue, where you guys play, and where you at the end of, in the beginning of all this
Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ten Rogue is actually a band based in Belgium, where I live. But I used to still live in South Africa 10 years. So, and there when I was younger, and there I had a good friend, John Buckley, who passed away a couple of years ago. And me and him actually started writing long distance because he stayed in South Africa and I came back to Belgium. And we wrote a whole lot of songs. We invited a singer, Peter Everard, who was number 3 on World Idols. I think it was about 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And we asked him to do the vocals. And that's how Ten Rogue sort of started from a project, became more of a band. Because once people started hearing the music, like No Better, the first single, which thanks to you guys very much, you also played on your station, people started asking us to go live. And that's when we started looking for more musicians. And we got a bass player, and we got a drummer, and we got a second guitarist. We started playing live. First year was only a couple of gigs. The second year we built up. The full CD came out. We were booked for a tour in the UK. So we went 5 days to the UK to play 5 or 6 venues. And then we came back and we started getting booked on bigger festivals down here. And actually, just before the corona, we were in the running to be booked on one of the biggest festivals in Belgium, which draws about 25,000 people each year. So, and then the corona came and, crushed that dream for that year. So we are actually waiting for this shit to solve, and then we can pick it up from where we left it. But in the meantime, we are writing new songs to make sure that we stay in the running and can put our footprint down like we were doing pretty well back then. So,
Now you're telling me your friend who you started writing, your friend that you grew up as a kid in South Africa, and then you kind of came back, in touch, and then you start doing this band. He passed away 2 years ago?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago he passed away. Yeah, I think 3 years ago.
Okay, I don't recall knowing that. I thought I actually was gonna ask you if your friend is still. And one of those days, I want to ask you if it's still, because from time to time I talk about your story, and when I put the music and all that. And I think it's a beautiful story. It's a nice story. Beautiful sounds kind of weird for a metal band, but but it's a very nice story. How you guys, before Zoom and all that, you start writing music in the distance, right? And you have the other. I remember I was talking about your other project. I'm sorry.
Pangaya.
I got it here. Actually, we just played a few hours ago, and what happened is that you like to do that, collaborate with all musicians in the world. That's very cool. I'm so sorry to hear about your friend. What was his name?
John Buckley.
John Buckley. Okay.
He was a British guy. He was originated from the UK. And we grew up as kids. We went together to school and everything. And then we lost touch for some time because I left the country in South Africa. And then we picked it up after so many years, and we started writing together. And it was like my toxic twin brother for co-writing songs. So once he passed away 3 years ago, I didn't only lose one of my best friends, but I also lost one of my best co-writers in music, because the whole first CD of Ten Rogue was actually co-written together with him. So I have the big task now to to write the songs by myself, and it's a challenge because I know I can do it, and the songs are good. The five that I wrote, it might take a little bit of a different turn, but obviously I miss him because he was part of the sound of Ten Rogue in the beginning. And although he was never part of the band, he was behind the scenes the co-writer of the songs. So
I'm so sorry to hear that. Coming back to Ten Rogue, I was very happy. We talk about it. We talk about your CD that you sent me from Belgium. Yeah. And then we were happy that you were about to play in this very nice festival. And that was kind of the beginning of a good
yeah,
you know, good row or something. You know, you were kicking it, and I believe you will. You just gotta continue, like putting content on social media so people know about you.
Yeah.
And but I'm sorry to hear that the shows are still in the countries in lockdown. Hopefully for the best. Hopefully for the best. Hopefully this is a good thing to do, and your government is doing the right thing. Are you guys on you guys are right now on winter? I mean, like a finishing winter, right?
Yeah, we are. The weather is getting better, but I believe this weekend is still gonna freeze a bit at night. So, but we are seeing the signs of spring, so it's cool.
Cool. Yes. We have a good week today. Today is bad, raining and cold and all that. But during the week, it was very, very good. So hopefully the weather, gets warmer and results are getting better on the statistics and all that. And the treatments, I think other than vaccinations, the treatments are the very important part of this, how they treat the moment you get it, and especially for older people. How are you doing, guys, with vaccinations? Very quick.
Very
Vincent.
bad.
Very bad.
We're doing very bad. Yeah. Well, actually, we the country ordered from I think 2 or 3 different companies, Pfizer and AstraZeneca, whatever
Moderna.
it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't deliver on time, and they don't deliver the amount that they are supposed to deliver, and it's a bit of a disaster because everybody's actually waiting for them to be able to pick up normal life again. But yeah, well, I'm not so keen to stand in front line for these vaccines in any case, but that's my issue. So
yes, well, we have the same problem here. I don't understand what's the problem because we have a lot of vaccine in the fridge or in the freezers. So there's a problem with the way of rolling out. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a epidemiologist or whatever. And but I'm just worried that a lot of vaccination is in the freezer. So anyway, that's that's a bigger issue. But hopefully one day, very soon, man, we're playing again and see you live and everything.
Yeah,
You want to say
that
something?
would really
Sorry.
That would really be fun. Although we had a couple of changes this year also. We had a guitarist leaving the band and a backing vocalist also. So we are busy with another guitarist, a new one,
Okay.
which is a very good one, who comes from another famous Belgian band. And so we had some changes, and Corona changes things, you know.
Corona changes. Oh my God! Oh, is it? Well, we wish him good luck to those members that left the band. We send them good greetings. And but these ones, are they friends? Do you guys know them, or you got them on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you guys know them.
Yeah.
Good. And is the singer the same?
Yeah, everybody's the same. Only the guitarist left, Jan left, and there's now Steven who came in. And
Great.
He's a guy that used to play for a pretty famous Belgian pop kind of band. It was more like a dance act also, but he did the guitars for them.
Okay.
And he played big, massive gigs, 25,000 people, 30,000. So he's a very experienced guy, very nice guy, and I'm sure we can go far with him. So.
Of course, and he's gonna have more fun with you than he was there,
Yeah.
right? Of course.
He's saying that now already.
He's already kicking it, huh?
He's happy to be in a rock band again. He said, I missed that so much.
Of course. Well, it was very nice having you, Vincent, from
Same here,
Belgium.
same here.
And
Likewise.
and I hope one day we're back and I visit there and watch you play live. It will be a pleasure to see you in concert. Or
Oh, I'd love to come to Atlanta. I was there when I was 12 years old, but I don't remember much of it.
so and so you yes you've been here in Atlanta now that I remember, but well, we need to pray and see how can that happen, you know.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
I've been trying to make other bands to take the chance to go to Europe, right? From Mexico, from
Yeah.
here. Say, why don't you just go to Europe and instead of you know, like a trip, let's just play it. I mean, just like a trip, you go to Europe to visit a museum or whatever. Just go and see if
I
you
think-
can. Hmm?
I think there's a lot of possibilities, especially in Europe nowadays. Just before Corona, also when we did the UK tour, it was actually funny. It was organized by an organizer there, but he asked a German band and a UK band, which were releasing their CD, and then us as a Belgian band, and it was fun because after that you come back, and then the Germans can do something on their side, and we can do something on the Belgian side. So I think there's a lot of possibilities by bands organizing stuff themselves or together with people from the country where they want to go to.
I keep saying that. I keep saying that. Like two bands can help each other. You know, one to visit that country and the other one to visit here and all that. And it's just a matter of kind of say economy independence. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like, hey, you can just get away for a month. Can you go get away just for a month? Just or 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Just go try something. Let's see. I mean, life is too
Yeah.
short and not
Exactly.
and that's why I tell my daughters and my kids, my son, life is too short to you know, the other day I said to my son, hey, I support you if you want to. He's 19-year-old, right? And he's like,
Okay.
if you want to play music, he plays sax when he was at school and all that. So I said, play music, play the guitar, and I'll support you if you want to go to school, music school and all that. And I know now, what can you do more to make more money than just in a bar or something, right? And then he's like, I don't know, my God, I'm already 19. And I said, no, I'm old to that. I know. He said, I don't know, I'm too old for that to get into that role or whatever. Something he said responded, and I said, oh my God, you're 19, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Now I really feel old.
yes. And we are 50s and all that, and we still are creating a career on, which is like, I want to go back to music, and this motherfucker is 19. and
Yeah, I know.
he thinks that he's too old. But nice talking with you, Vincent. The song Erased is the first song of your first album, and
Yeah.
it's the album that I received from
Yeah.
the band from Belgium. And actually, you go ahead and present it, and I'm gonna just make it happen. Just go say something, my friend.
Okay, guys, this is Vincent from Ten Rogue, and you're gonna listen to now Erased, the first track from our first album, Serpentine. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for all the support. We love you.